Alright, just about to head out to Angelo's and get a wheel alignment on the stager and help him do some work on his car. But because it is hot as today, I had to stop in and get a sour watermelon frozen drink with the sour watermelon bursties, because sour watermelon is the greatest flavour ever invented. And that's it. That's my whole story. You can't change my mind. Alright, let's do it. Look! Roadworks. Again! Everywhere! Everywhere in Victoria, always roadworks. More roadworks. 80 Ks. 80 Ks where it's normally 110 and the road is fine. Yep, no worries. Angelo's Bentley Turbo R? Yes. Turbo R. Clearly I know jack about Bentleys.
Everyone knows the most fluttering part of Bentley is underneath.
Yeah. So Angelo was telling me, what'd you say these were called?
Brake spheres.
Brake spheres, which store pressure for the brakes. And the suspension?
Yeah, so there's more in the back on top of the shocks.
More in the back on top of the shocks, which I can't see because they're inside the car. Right. Just looking at all of this stuff, it looks heavy. What's the unsprung mass on this? It's enormous.
I have no idea.
A lot.
A lot is
The answer is a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. So like they've got hydraulic shocks. So, and then the brake sphere on the top, or the suspension sphere on the top. So, and it stores all the pressure for the shocks and the brakes all in one.
Yep.
And then it can change the height based on this little thing here you can't see, and it picks up the height off the sway bar. So if it's too high or too low, it will change it'll push in a valve and allow the suspension to move up and down.
What year is it?
Yeah.
What year?
90.
1990.
Well, those times, those things.
That's crazy.
Oh, Angelo. Hey, Rowan, how's it going? Holy shit.
So, Angelo's just making up a bracket for his oil cooler because he keeps splitting rubbers, he was saying. So he's changed to some different rubbers. And then we've got some other stuff to do. Just a couple of bits and pieces. I'm not sure exactly what yet. So, explain what we're looking at here.
So, this is the brake pedal. This big mast, this thing here, comes in the bottom of the thing. Bottom of the footwell.
Yep.
And it comes across and pushes through this lever.
Yep.
And then it pushes back against this. There's a little rubber pad in here to give you brake pedal feel.
Yep.
And then once that hits up here, it pulls on these two levers, which then activate number one solenoid. Oh well, it's not a solenoid, it's a valve. And then number two valve, they're called bypass valves. So when you're just braking normally, number one comes in. You can see it coming in first. And then when you push real hard, the second one will come in at the same time.
Okay.
So,
it seems incredibly overly complex.
Yeah, just because. And then if you have a look at the front, you can see there's two calipers. So normal driving, and then if you really want to stop.
Okay.
So it'll only use the front brake system until...
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it really wants to stop.
Cool. Angelo is diddling about with this. It's actually really cool. They've got the manufacturer's number on there, serial number, and also the date, 12/12/89. This is a 1990 model. That's pretty cool. Probably so they can crucify the person who put it together if and when it stuffs up. So I'm going to change the fuel filter now. Got another one over here. which is bigger than my entire Corolla. Put that up in there. I'm going to do this one-handed and regret it immediately when fuel goes everywhere. Ah! Yuck. Alright, and...
This doesn't mean the camera.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's not my camera, so... Just undoing this. Ah! Yuck. Get off. So, did you say undo the ring clamp or unhook it first?
So undo the hose clamp.
And then it'll unhook?
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
That makes sense once you undo it.
Undo this, and then apparently there's a hook under there.
Yeah, I have to drive this thing to fucking Canberra tomorrow.
Right. So I was just saying to Angelo, that's about $40 worth of fuel. He's driving to Canberra tomorrow, he said. So, good luck paying for that. But I forgot to record because I'm an idiot. But that was just up there, and it unhooks with the ring clamp, which is kind of tidy. And then this stores fucking like a reserve of fuel in here. Alright, take these fittings off, I guess, right? And screw them into the new one. A bit hard to see. See a bit better there. I'll take that fitting off and that fitting off and put in the new one. Alright, just resting in there. Do it all up. Do this up first. And then do these two up. We're good to go. All done up. Good to go. Apparently this has got a Bosch 040 and sees about 60 pounds. So we want to make sure that they're nice and tight. So we just put new ring clamps, hose clamps on this bad boy, which has actually got a check valve in it, which is for the headlight washers, which is completely unnecessary, but that's why it's there. Magic. Oh. Angelo just cleaned this tray back up. What'd you call this? Duck tray.
The rat trap.
Rat trap. I don't know how the fuck I got duck tray. Anyway.
Duck trap.
This goes up and hides that away for another 33 years. And rat trap's back on. So this is the old caster arm bush.
It's a compliance bush. Official name?
Official name is the compliance bush, I've been told by our chief mechanic. And this is the new one. So I said this one was fine to go back in, but apparently not. Compliance bush compliant. Let me see. I'll be the judge of compliance. Perfect. Brand new. It actually almost looks like it shouldn't be like that. It's a weird shape, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got like little holes in it.
Yeah.
So you can see the hole in the top. So
Yeah,
it's supposed
also.
to flex.
Yeah, right.
So when it comes in and out, so you can move up and down.
Interesting.
But all the force, when you put your foot on the brake and stuff, goes through that bush.
Yeah.
So you can see it goes on the arms and stuff.
And you've never changed the other one?
The other one's
since
been
you've had
changed.
it. Oh, it has. Oh, it has.
Got it.
Okay, okay. So how many Ks do you reckon you would say you've done?
This bush has
about
done
time?
164,033 years.
Oh, okay. That's the biggest oil cup I've ever seen in my entire life. I'll try to go around the other side.
So, because the bonnet's in the fucking way.
Turbo!
You put the bonnet on backwards.
Wankers.
That's all the way back.
A mechanical fuel distributor with all the hard lines. Hectic V8 turbo.
I love the dipstick, like it's a full sword. And like it's got a sheath.
Classic wanky British engineering. Look at the size of that thing.
It's really nice too. It's got like a snap cap.
Oh.
And then it pops.
So fancy.
And then when you fill it, like it's only got a little tiny spot on the side.
Ah, it's almost like a little reservoir because they know that you're gonna overfill it with oil and take ages to get in there.
It's just.
Should we fix the float? Nah, let's just make it really big so they can just fill it up with oil and wait.
I have no idea why. And now we have to wait for it to go in the sun. Hope it doesn't get stuck in the head.
Right.
So you can see these are brake fluid reservoirs. Well, it's actually mineral oil.
Wow.
So it's got little floats in here to tell you if it's full or not. That's what this little diagram depicts.
Yeah, right.
And it says do not use RR363, which is a Rolls Royce branded brake fluid.
Okay.
Like it's .3 with castor oil in it.
Right.
Because the older cars had a similar system, but they also had a mechanical brake pump, and they needed the castor oil so the brake pumps didn't seize.
Yeah, right.
So they made their own fucking brake fluid. Super wank. But these just use mineral oil and it works just as well.
Right.
So they use mineral oil because it compresses like water and it doesn't absorb as much. Doesn't absorb moisture and oxygen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it doesn't go off as well, and it's not flammable, and it doesn't corrode stuff, and it has lubricating properties. So it's pretty much the perfect thing.
Interesting.
So they pretty much copied Citroen. Like all the suspension is almost the same as Citroen.
Interesting.
So they use Citroen parts and pumps and that sort of thing.
I wonder if they just like stole an engineer from Citroen.
Probably.
Can I pop this? My hands are dirty.
Yeah, you can do it. It's stainless.
Of course it's stainless.
Polished stainless. And if you lean on the paint, I'll get in trouble too.
Oh. It even smells expensive. It smells like dead cows.
They're commonly bred.
Mm.
Especially bred for
I was going to say, yeah, there, okay, yeah. That's not vegan. So, Angelo's also got this cool Riley here, which is a lot like that Citroen that I recorded from the Move Motor Museum. If you guys watched that video, go back and watch it if you didn't, because it's pretty sweet. Yeah, this thing's wicked. I really want to get like a big fended car like this and just really piss off the purists and just chuck a 13B in there or something, and the J-port or something like that. Just something really obnoxious. So stylish. Got the column shift there. Headlight detail. Even these seats are awesome. I don't know about these tyres though. Volvo Stager. All done.
You've jinxed it, mate.
Yeah, famous last words. All ready for his big trip to Canberra tomorrow. So what was happening? You were getting scrubbing on the front because of that bush, which we've changed, and now you've got a whole 10 mils there, so I'm sure you'll be fine. But it looks good. How far is it to Canberra? 700 k's?
598 kilometres.
598 kilometres. You're going to stop in at, actually I won't say it on the video, Austin Princess Limousine. It's the biggest Austin I've ever seen in my life.
This is the car that the Beatles used, the HYC 814.
Awesome.
Yeah. It's Abbey Road classic car hire.
Ah,
Yeah, pretty cool.
it's very cool. So we got this, and then we got this shitty Japanese wagon. Booze run. Is this all for you, mate?
Well, me and a few other people.
Alright. This is the whole reason that I bought a wagon.
Now it might be too low.
Alright, job done. So, we've got some testers, some sours to test. What do we get? Sours?
Sours, a couple of sours. We tested a couple of beers. It's always good.
Which were warm off the shelf,
Yeah,
which I
because-
don't think that was very good.
No. How are we supposed to know? Oh, this one just tastes like the rest of them.
Yeah, you can
Warm
have
beer tastes like
yeah.
piss anyway.
try this one, and make sure you serve it warm at your wedding as well to match it. And we're now also about to go and get a kebab.
What's that? Is that safety?
Yeah, that's safe. That's good.
I don't think you can drive with that on there.
Nah, I don't think I can. All right, kebab time. We've secured the package. Can't wait to eat kebabs. Jess always cracks because I always want to eat food in the car when we get it, like hot food.
Yeah.
But you've bought hot food.
Yeah.
You haven't bought cold. This is what I want to know. If you buy food that's hot food, you want to eat it hot. You don't want to eat it cold. I didn't buy it to like leave on the bench for 25 minutes and then eat it cold. So you get takeaway, you eat it hot in the car. It makes sense, right?
Hot food hot. Simple.